increase. Tom Balance, president of the Borgata Hotel Casino, says the market's finally stabilizing.
8 casinos seem to be servicing the customers well, and you can really see strength in the surviving casinos. The employees get more hours, people are taken care of better, there's capital reinvestment going back into those properties in a way that just didn't happen when the market was oversaturated.
But that could change because more competition is coming in New York and Maryland, and there are proposals to build casinos in North Jersey, a move analysts warn could spur more closings here. So the summer is looking up for Atlantic City, but its future is still a roll of the dice. For CNBC Radio, I'm Morgan Brennan.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH+. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. Free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com is the future of online selling. You can use Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. Plus, you can use video to showcase your items. BuySellMakeOffer.com.
This is KCAA.
And good afternoon. It is 12:02. I'm Di Rice with the only live local news here in the Inland Empire on KCAA 1050 AM. The Sheriff's Marijuana Enforcement Team has arrested 3 Mexicans in connection with 2 marijuana grows in the high desert. First, investigators served a search warrant at a residence on Daisy Road in Oak Hills, where they found an illegal marijuana growing operation which was not in compliance with California medical marijuana laws. A total of 317 marijuana plants were seized. The plants ranged in height from 2 to 3 feet tall. Abraham Pacheco, 25, was arrested without incident and booked into San Bernardino County Jail for cultivating marijuana. Charges against 26-year-old Laura Juarez will be sent to the district attorney's office for review. And then investigators also found 293 plants at 3323 Snowline Drive in Pinion Hills. The plants there ranged from 3 to 4 feet tall. They were all seized. Balmero Ariella, age 33, was arrested without incident. And the city of Jurupa Valley is taking Riverside County to court, alleging the county has shortchanged the city to the tune of $3.7 million in property tax revenue. At issue is a formula used to calculate how much property tax the city should receive for public services. Those services used to be provided by the county up until Jurupa Valley became an actual city July 1st of 2011. County supervisors are scheduled to discuss the lawsuit in closed session on Tuesday. And fireworks have been seen and heard for the past several nights in some neighborhoods in southwest Riverside County. Warnings have gone unheeded, although law enforcement has vowed to arrest and prosecute those insistent upon setting off their own fireworks. Authorities underscore the wildfire danger that exists and also the chance of personal injuries. In fact, in Moreno Valley, a 13-year-old boy lost 3 fingers when he was using a device he was using had exploded. Inland Empire weather, sunny and warm, a lot cooler than it has been. Highs expected to reach about 93 overnight, lows about 63. Currently, we are at 86 degrees here in San Bernardino. Looking at your drive, you've got just a lot of slowness going on. Through Riverside, an accident has cleared on the 91 westbound just past La Sierra. That was an injury crash. Traffic is still jammed from Tyler. And then through Corona, also there is an accident on the shoulder of the 91 westbound just before Lincoln. And you need to be aware of that. Exercise some patience and enjoy the Dave Ramsey Show. Coming up next, that is the latest with news, weather, and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind, KCAA 1050 AM.
Part party, part therapy, all good. That's Langdon Nation. Launch into the weekend with psychiatric professional Langdon Massage and LA's hottest comics for great talk and big laughs. Friday nights at midnight right here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
For more local radio every day, tune into KCAA Loma Linda.
Determination. You can be intentional about your character, your work ethic.
You've got to be on the same page.
Today we're calling to let you know we are debt-free, house and everything.
You have done really, really, really good. And you're not going to quit now.
It's been a huge witness for us to be able to share that.
It was time to get serious.
Intentionality, people.
Celebrate the success.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
This is your show, America.
If I knew at 22 what I know now, our life would be better off.
It's the show that's changing the world. Now you don't just listen to the show, you live it. Live from the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. This is your show, America. Thank you for joining us. If you want to talk, the phone number is 888-825-5225. That's 888-825-5225. 225. James Child's my producer, laid on my desk a blog called Squared Away from the Center for Retirement Research of Boston College. Won't read the whole thing to you, but it says student debt burdens non-grads more. The share of college students who must borrow to pay for their education has surged over the past decade. See, words are important. Opening line in the blog. The share of college students who must borrow to pay for their education. Did you hear an assumption there? I heard an assumption there. Has surged over the past decade. The average borrowing per student is also much higher than it was in 2004. So's bread and gas. Though there's evidence it might now be in decline. Yeah, people are waking up as to how stupid student loans are. Only now is serious research trickling in about the personal financial fallout from the nation's $1 trillion plus in student loan debt outstanding. But one new study reaches an interesting conclusion about the burden of student debt. It is much greater upon non-completers than those who actually obtain the college degree. And one reason is they can expect to earn a higher income if they complete the degree. Well, that would be true, obvious. Here's what's interesting. I got a bunch of friends that are running a few years behind me. One of my good friends is getting ready to take her first child leaving the nest to college orientation in a couple of weeks. We were talking about this just the other day. She said, yeah, we're going to college orientation. I said, yeah, that's wonderful. I remember going to college orientation with the first one. And I was sitting there beside there, where they gave us both little books to fill out and things to keep up with as we sat in the auditorium to start our college orientation day. And one of the presentations was to talk about how the graduation rate of that particular university was above the national average. At that time, the national average graduation rate was 52%. And this university had achieved a 58% graduation rate. To which I thought to myself, if I had gotten a 58 when I went to school here, you people would have given me an F. That's horrendous. A 58% graduation rate. Well, let me help you with your math. Does that mean 42% did not graduate? 4 out of 10 of the people sitting in that auditorium aren't going to graduate at all. Ever. Well, at least to our knowledge, because they quit tracking them after so many years, right? So, but let me tell you, 100% of the people that took out student loan debts will repay it unless they die or become disabled. So whether you graduate or not, you get to keep the student loan debt. They don't go, oh, well, you didn't graduate, we're just not going to worry about that. That isn't how it works, right? We all know that intellectually, but no one takes out debt of any kind thinking about the downside. The only way anyone takes out debt is they think it's going to work. You take out a mortgage, you think it's going to work. You take out a car payment, what do you say? How much car payment can you afford? I can afford... See, that very statement is an assumption that things are going to keep going like they've been going and you're going to be okay. It's assuming that things are going to be as good as they are or better, not get worse. Therefore, I can afford a $468 car payment. And that's how we say things like that in this culture. I can afford it, which is, of course, bull. You can't afford it. Once you study it just a little bit, but you absolutely don't consider the downside. You know, I'm going to take out a $200,000 second mortgage on my home with the Small Business Administration to open a sub-franchise and make sub-sandwiches. And I'm going to make a lot of sandwiches and pay back $200,000. And that way I don't lose my home. And see, that'll all work because we're going to, when we open the restaurant, it's going to be an instant hit. And 80% of the restaurants that open are gone in 3 years. But you assume, and you know what that does, you assume that it's all going to be on the upside. That's the same thing. Everybody takes out a student loan, assumes they're going to complete their degree. 4 out of 10 don't. It's actually worse than that. It's close to 5 out of 10. But we'll be generous. We'll say 4 out of 10 aren't going to make it. You're not going to complete their degree. Here's what's worse. Everybody runs their budget on a 4-year. You know what percentage of students that started in that room that day are going to complete their degree in 4 years? 22%. That's of the ones that complete their degree at all. So that's 22% of 58%. Where I come from, that's right around 12.5%. So if your student starts college and graduates in 4 years, they're in the top 88, 87% of all people who started college. If they finish their degree in 4 years. Translation, the 5-year plan is quite the vogue. Which is good for who? Oh, the colleges. Not good for you. You just paid an extra 25%, 20% for the same degree that you should have gotten in 4 years because you just didn't organize your classes and you're more worried about beer pong and fraternity parties than you are getting through school. There's your orientation for your dadgum college right there. Do I want you to get an education? Yes. But I have this real problem with the oxymoronic idea that we in America are stupid about education. How backward is that and paradoxical is that? We are stupid about education. A, we let people study something that absolutely has no use whatever, and so they get a PhD in German polka history and then think society owes them a living because they went to school. Oh, shut up, you're entitled whining. We are tired of you. Study something that is useful in the culture, and then you will be able to get a job. Oh, how basic is this? Oh, and by the way, 4 out of 10 of you will never complete, and 8 out of 10 of you, 9 out of 10 of you will not do it in 4 years. Well, so what I write on reach over on my daughter's, my first one, I'm sitting there in orientation, I'm hearing all of this, I'm doing the math in my head. My head is about to explode at how we've accepted mediocrity as the standard. And I wrote across her, I had a Sharpie in my pocket, I wrote across her little orientation paper in big letters, so have a freaking plan. After 4 years, you're paying for it. And we studied the catalog together for the whole 4 years. Make sure the classes were being taken. I had 3 children, all of which graduated in 4 years. You know why? I threatened death if they didn't. It was not an option. It wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. It's a goal. You hit your goals, and you don't whine about it. And you study something that's usable in the marketplace. And then you won't be walking around with $35,000 in student loan debt on that thing you went to college that time and didn't complete. God, that hurts, y'all.
Fridays just got fabulous. Don't forget to reserve a seat in the Happy Hour Lounge with Ben and Alexander every Friday at 6 p.m. on KCAA 1050 AM.
Let me tell you why I endorse Liberty Safes. No other safe out there can protect your valuables, important documents, and guns like a Liberty Safe can. I keep my personal gun collection in my Liberty Safe, and I love knowing that no one can get to these guns but me. These safes are amazing. While you're searching Liberty's site, you'll find all kinds of sizes, colors, but most important, they protect what you value most. From high fire ratings to tough safes that even dynamite can't open. That's the great thing about Liberty Safes. They're beautiful, yet secure, which means it doesn't matter where you are on your journey to financial peace, there's a Liberty Safe that's priced right just for you. So, get yourself a Liberty Safe today.
This is KCAA.
Come visit the all-new Tiger Trail at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Get an early start and have a bountiful buffet breakfast at Tiger Trail's Sambutan Longhouse while watching these majestic creatures. A tiger keeper will be on hand to share stories about these fascinating felines and will invite one of the tigers to join the session. Then explore the Tiger Trail's 5.2 acres, watch the tigers climb rocks, swim in ponds, and nap in tall grasses. See these beautiful animals up close, all at the new Tiger Trail at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Go to San Diego Zoo SafariPark.org.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari discusses the benefits of holistic wealth management.
You need somebody to hold your hand, guide you through the ups and downs of the stock market, the economy, and all the zigs and zags of life. That's why we created the wealth management solution, where we take the holistic approach and look at everything that you've got, not just trying to buy that one stock at the very bottom, sell it at the very top, buy those 2 annuities and 2 REITs and call me in 10 years sort of a thing. No, we do it step by step, day by day. It's a process, and we work with you all along the way.
If you're ready for some help, call Compact Asset Management at 800-388-9700 and schedule your free consultation with Mo Ansari to learn about his holistic approach to wealth management. Call 800-388-9700. That's 800-388-9700.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
What's buzzing in the news? The 2015 Women's FIFA World Cup Finals. Donald Trump retaliates against Univision, and happy 4th of July. Here's KCAA's Successful Brim with what's trending this week.
Leading with over 2 million searches, the 2015 Women's FIFA World Cup is finally coming to an end. The U.S. and Japan will face each other head-on, as they did back in 2011. Many people are calling it the rematch they've been waiting for. Kickoff begins this Sunday. Also trending with over 500,000 searches, Donald Trump has filed a $5 million lawsuit against Univision for not airing the Miss USA pageant last week. This after Trump made derogatory remarks about Mexican immigrants while announcing his candidacy for presidency.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Univision says they stand behind their decision and will continue to fight against Mr. Trump. And it's the 4th of July. Many people are celebrating with parties, parades, traveling, great food, and of course, fireworks. This had over 100,000 searches. I'm Successful Brim with what's trending this week on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
This is KCAA.
I have paid off. I do have normal expenses like car insurance and rent.
Do you have a car debt? You owe money on your car?
No, I
owe money on a student loan.
Student loans were paid off about 5 years ago.
Okay. Do you owe money on a credit card?
Credit cards. I'm basically up to date. I don't have any rolling over.
Does up to date mean debt free or?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
Debt free. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
I'm not rolling. I cash flow my credit card bills.
You live in Manhattan?
No, I live in New Jersey.
Okay. And you work in Manhattan?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Here's the thing. On a deficit, this was a personal residence that went bad, or what?
Yeah, it was a rental property that I had. It was an investment property, and obviously it went down, and I was unable to pay for the whole community that I invested in. Actually, just all went.
Well, here's the thing. You can make this go away with cash. You can't make it go away with $10,000 in cash. If you're going to pay payments to them and make it go away that way, they're going to continue to request financials and W-2s and those kinds of things. The reason they want a W-2 is not so much that they can verify your income, although that's part of it, but they also want it so that they know where to send the garnishment, who you work for, in the event they sue you. And so I'm going to avoid giving them the W-2. I'm going to avoid filling out a bunch of financial statements and other things. And so what I'm going to do is just argue with them continuously. You're a very mild-mannered, nice person on the air with me right now, and you're probably going to have to adopt a different posture to be able to settle this. Have you noticed that they're not?
No, they're very, I mean, at first I was very aggressive with them, but this is going on since probably March. And at this point, I haven't told them what I make or what I do.
I wouldn't.
I gave them obviously a story, and they said they have some information on me. And
they don't have any information on you. They pulled a copy of your credit bureau. You can pull your own credit bureau, and that's all they're going to find. They're made that up. That's called a bluff. It's called a lie.
Okay.
They lied to you. That's a shock, I know. But so here's the thing. A deficit balance like that can probably be settled for $10,000 to $20,000. Cash. No questions asked. That's all you're going to get. You're not getting my W-2 information. I'm not filling out any paperwork. This was a bad investment property deal that went bad. Welcome to 2008, guys, and 2006. It's not going to happen. I'm not paying this. I don't have the money. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm not going to pay it. If you want to sue me, sue me. I'll file bankruptcy. You'll get zero. That's the options that are on the table here. $0 or $20,000. Well, we want more than that. You missed my point. The options are $0 or $20,000. I got $20,000 cash on the table. Going once, going twice. Do you feel the pressure of the auction? Because I'm getting ready to do something else with my 20 grand. Going third and last call. Are you sure you don't want in, sir? You follow me?
Okay, but they have told me that they're ready to sue.
Fine, do it. It's 2006. How long does it take you to get ready to sue? 10 freaking years? Talk about a lie.
Can they go after my car? And
they can sue you. They can sue you and they can win. But they haven't in 9 freaking years. You know why? Because when they sue you, most people file Chapter 7 and they get 0.
Should I be moving my money just to protect my, I don't mind going aggressive again to them, but let's say they...
How much money do you have? I thought you said you had $10,000.
Yeah, that's exactly.
If they serve you with lawsuit papers, move the $10,000.
Under someone else's name.
If you want to. But, I mean, if they find... You can actually come back and undo that because you're hiding money for a lawsuit. So, and you're hiding it now. So, they can go back and look at today's records if they want to. They're not going to sue you. Especially if you start waving $20,000 under their nose. This is all they want. You know what? The number of times they collect on a deficit balance on a mortgage foreclosure on an investment property is almost 0. This debt is not worth squat. I wouldn't have paid a dime for this debt. The chances of them collecting the average Joe on this, the average Mike on this, is 0. Mm-hmm. It's really, really bad. They almost always get nothing. So you wave $20,000 under their nose. You do it persistently. You do it with a loud voice. Going once, going twice. I'm getting ready to do some investing with this money. No, I'm not filling out a W-2. No, I'm not filling out anything. You want the money, you send me a letter that says you will accept $20,000 to completely settle any and all obligations regarding this mortgage that are outstanding. Then I will send you a cashier's check overnight for $20,000. We want access to your checking account. Nope, can't have it. Nope, not sending you money unless it's in writing. Okay, we'll take the deal. Send the money. Nope. I'm not sending it unless it's in writing. We want access to your checking account. Nope, not doing that. We want $21,000. Nope, I offered you 20. Now it's down to 19. Keep messing with me.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're dealing with people that are aggressive, they're lying, and they're bluffing. They're not going to sue you. They can, but if they were going to, dude, they would have. It's been 9 freaking years.
All right.
They're convincing, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are, and I'm just worried about everything.
I know. They got you right where they want you. Their job is to make you worry.
All right, so I guess I keep battling it. I've been trying to talk to, managers of that establishment.
Yeah, you keep thinking you're going to find intelligent life. Good luck. There's none on this. There's none on that planet.
And I'm the one that contacted them, so it's not even like they're coming after me.
Yeah.
So you
called them and they said, we're getting ready to sue you. How funny is this? Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I called you, remember, Doofus? And just, have some fun with this because they are playing psychological games and their goal is to make you afraid. If they can make you afraid, called worry, they're going to make you stupid. And right after you get stupid, you're going to end up broke.
Okay.
So take your time, get it in writing, no electronic access to your checking account, beat the snot out of them. It is going to take more than $10,000 to settle this. It's going to take in the neighborhood of 20 probably. But you can start at 10 if you want because that's all you got today.
Right.
And just go, all I have to my name is $10,000. If you want to wait a couple months, I'll probably can scrape together another 10. But right now I can give you 10 today. If you want to take that, you can have it today. And this will be over. No, we can't take that. Well, that's just going to have to wait then. I'll talk to you later. You want me to hang up now or you want to take the 10? Because I'm getting ready to hang up. This is you talking. You hearing yourself?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the only way you can do this because these guys bought this debt for pennies. They didn't pay $8,600 for it. They didn't pay $2,000 for it. They probably paid $500 to $1,000 for this piece of crap debt. It's a horrible. I mean, the chances of collecting on an $86,000 deficit on a rental property from 2006, almost zero. Probability of people who buy debt looking at that are going, no chance. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
Is KCAA. This is KCAA.
California headline news. Police in Oakland make a huge illegal fireworks bust, one they say posed enormous danger to the residents nearby.
Highly explosive. If there's a heat source that ignited this, we're looking at single-family residents. We're looking at small children in this neighborhood with apartment buildings.
John Watson with Oakland PD. 3 children lived in the home. 2 men are in custody. Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson won't have to release some emails right away. Another hearing on the way, dealing with emails involving a legal battle with the National Conference of Black Mayors, which Johnson used to head.
He's not trying to hide anything. There's nothing in these emails that I think would be bad for his political position.
Judge ordering a cooling off period and hopes all sides will be able to reach a compromise. Media outlets hoping the emails will be released, saying allowing them to remain private would set a dangerous precedent. Kcaa weather warming up again today. Mostly dry conditions across the state. Not much chance for moisture over the weekend. Jeff Scott, California News.
You're running your business, and we at Wix.com know things can get stressful. But creating your website doesn't have to be. With Wix, you can create a professional website all by yourself. It's easy and free. You don't have to be a programmer. Just drag and drop everything into place. It's your website, your style. Show the world what you can do. Go to Wix.com and create your own stunning website today. It's easy and free.
Here's a special message for those of you who owe the IRS at least $10,000 or more in back taxes. The IRS has special programs in place that could eliminate or reduce your tax debt by thousands of dollars. Call the tax helpline that has been set up to help you. You may qualify for substantial savings, so get the help you need. For free information and to see if you qualify, take down the number now for the Tax Representation Hotline. 800-580-7340. That's 800-580-7340.
Are you particular about the vitamins and supplements you take? Have you found that the big chain stores simply don't have what you need? Then you should know about the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. You'll find rock-bottom prices on gourmet, top-quality vitamins and mineral supplements at the Vitamin Center. Get 30% off on all supplements and homeopathic products. All, not just selected merchandise. In addition, you'll find 30% off on all cosmetics, soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, makeup, hair coloring, and lip gloss. And all tea products are discounted 20%. Why go anywhere else? See for yourself at the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills, 5007 Canaan Road in Agora Hills. Or check out the savings and place your order online, VitaminCenterAgoraHills.com. Start saving by getting what you need from the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. And tell a friend that the Vitamin Center ships nationwide. Call 818-707-0005. That's 818-707-0005. The Vitamin Center of Agora Hills.
Audie Berkeley Group, incorporated in Colton, reminds listeners that our nation was built on hard work, dedication, and honor. No one exemplifies these qualities better than the members of our military. As these brave men and women return home, let's help our businesses and our country by considering them first when we hire. This message is from Audie Berkeley Group, incorporated, 575 East Carrion Drive in Colton. Call 909-370-0911. On the air, reminding us that our freedom has never been free.
It's time for the KCAA Community Calendar, brought to you exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools. The clear mission of Learn for Life is to motivate and mentor students who have dropped out of school and provide them with the personalized education and technical training necessary to advance their lives.
Here's a look at the community calendar. I'm Successful Brim. The Edward Dean Museum is happy to announce another new Sherlock Holmes-inspired mystery dinner theater performed by the Actors Forum. Sherlock Holmes and his recently empowered landlady, Mrs. Hudson, are called to a foreboding country estate to investigate a violent murder. The suspects include 2 women, a young boy, and a ghost. Tickets are $50 and includes appetizers, dinner, dessert, and of course the thrilling performance of the loosely based Turn of the Screw by Henry James. Reservations must be made as there is limited seating per performance. There will be 2 performances, Saturday, July 18th and Friday, July 24th. The time is 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Please contact the Edward Dean Museum to reserve your space today. 951-845-2626 or visit edwarddeanmuseum.org. Again, 951-845-2626 or visit edwarddeanmuseum.org. And that's a look at the community calendar on KCAA 1050 AM.
The KCAA Community Calendar is presented exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools where students can complete their education on a part-time basis. To find a resource center nearest you, call 1-877-360-LEARN or visit Learn for Life online at learn4life.org.
It's time for some Dillylicious food at Pizza Dilly. Pizza Dilly Pizza in Colton, home of the famous 2-foot pizza with 32 slices of simply the best Dillylicious Pizza Dilly mouth-watering pizza. Pizza Dilly has all kinds of lunch specials Monday through Friday, starting at $3.99, all Dillylicious. Stop by, refresh, refuel, have a cold drink, enjoy a tasty salad or a great specialty Dillylicious sub sandwich, or simply Dilly-lightful Pizza Dilly wings. Pizza Dilly is also People Dilly because your friends are all already there enjoying one of Pizza Dilly's giant screens, watching one of their favorite teams, and if you love the Dodgers, you'll love Pizza Dilly, your hometown Dodger station all year round. Come on in, enjoy a great pizza, enjoy Pizza Dilly, the real Dilly deal at 194 East Valley Boulevard in Colton, or call 909-370-0242. Once again, that's 909-370-0242.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future. If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Who needs friends or Facebook when you have KCAA's Rant Line? You can get it all out at 909-353-1050 with no interruptions. Do you want to tell us how much you're learning from Dave Ramsey?
Keep your expenses down when you're a student.
Maybe you stink. You can't take a shower at your place and you really need to.
Work down there at the largest online retailer in the United States, and they have me unloading them trucks. I'm sure need a shower.
Perhaps you're having money issues.
Motel 6 detector rates up. It used to be like $42. Now they're up to $59. Got about $4,000 in the bank, but working part-time. I don't want to whittle into that. Might need it later.
Whatever you need to get off your chest, we are here for you. Give us a call on the rant line at 909-353-1050 and rant. We'll listen, we won't interrupt, and we may even play your rant on this station that leaves no listener behind. KCAA 1050 AM.
In the Ramsey Solutions headquarters lobby, Mary is with us. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Very nervous, but I'm here.
Oh, we've never lost a patient. She'll be okay. I appreciate you joining us. Where are you from?
Just north of Houston.
All right. And here to do your debt-free scream.
Amen.
How much have you paid off?
$30,129.96.
I love that. And how long did that take?
15 months. Would have been done in 13, but I had to do physical therapy and cash flow the copays on that, so it took me a little bit longer.
Ouch. Household income?
Started at my take-home $33,600, and now I'm right at about $58,000.
Good for you. Great raise during the 15 months.
Well, I did it a little bit differently than most people. I've been listening to you whenever I happen to be in the car at the same time as your show for a long time, and would just get little bits here and there. And I remembered hearing you tell somebody once that they had an income problem, and that was me. Over 35% of my take-home pay was going towards debt payments. And I tried for several years doing different things to raise money. I couldn't do anything to change the needle. So in February of last year, I retired from my job with the state one day, and the next day I went to a new job at Blinds.com.
Oh, you work for Blinds?
I do.
Jay, awesome.
Yes.
Very cool. Got to tour the location down there not long ago.
And I was in physical therapy. I was sick that I missed you.
You were sick and you missed me?
Yes.
Fun. So you've been with Blinds.com for how long?
15 months now.
Okay. It's a wonderful company. They do a great job. It's a great culture there.
I knew I was in the right place when we have a continuously improved board.
Yep.
And I looked, and somebody had written $78,000 and something of debt paid off. Thanks, Dave Ramsey. Yes.
I love it. It's weird how we start endorsing a company. It starts their employees, the team members of the company start taking on our stuff, too.
There are a lot of people there who are working your program.
Yeah, they're good folks. They do a great job. We're proud to endorse them. It's good. The owner and I, or the former owner, the guy that's currently running it, is have become friends over the years.
Yeah.
Just wonderful guy, and you guys do a great job. Well, congratulations. That's very neat. So what did you used to do at the state?
I was a tax auditor.
Okay, and what do you do for Blinds?
I'm a customer service representative.
Perfect. Okay, so some of our listeners might actually get to talk to Mary when they call in.
Yes, I talk to people all the time, and I see that they called in because of Dave Ramsey, and we talk a little bit, not too much, but a little bit about going debt-free.
Good for you. Very cool. Now, who's the young lady with you on your right?
This is my awesome granddaughter, Ella.
Oh, welcome, Ella. Good to have you. And how old is Ella?
8, she would say 8.5. She'll be 9 in August.
All those halves matter, especially then. Yeah, that's good. So, what kind of debt was the $30,000? What had you gotten yourself into, Mary?
Well, at least I paid off my student loans way back a long time ago. I started this journey just a month before I turned 60. So, to all those people out there who call in and say, "I'm 54. Is it too late?" Next month isn't going to be any better. I started late. But I had a personal loan, a lot of credit cards, a car loan. I took a 7-year car loan, so the payment would be small enough to fit in my 35% of debt payments. And my last debt that I paid off, which was the most hated, was basically a debt consolidation loan. So it represented years of credit cards that had never really been paid off.
Wow. What was the hardest part of this for you?
I would have to say it was that change of job. It was a huge change for me. I started commuting 2 hours a day to work, 2 hours a day, back from work, leaving a job that I knew what I was doing, going to a job that while my skill set was still useful, I was starting over from scratch, learning what I was doing.
That's 60 years old.
Yes, yes. You can teach an old dog new tricks. It sometimes takes a little bit longer for them to catch on.
It has to do with the dog's attitude,
right,
though.
Right. But I put all that commute time to good use. Thank heaven for your iPhone app, because I would just... To me, one of the key ingredients to doing this is relearning how to think about debt, relearning how to think about money. And so it was every day, listen to Common Sense, and I would listen to your show
That's
on the way in.
That's what this show does.
Yeah.
Look deeply into your radio. We are brainwashing you.
Yes,
that's it.
But in a good way.
Yeah, over and over and over. Become debt-free. Cut up your credit cards. FICO doesn't matter.
Right.
Leasing your car sucks. We're brainwashing you over and over and over again.
For our good.
That's good. That's fun. I like it. Well, you do have to have reinforcements. You have to have some kind of people around you telling you you're not crazy in a world that's crazy.
Right. And nobody in my world tried to tell me that I was crazy. I think all my friends saw the look in my eyes of fear, and they saw where I was. So everybody was supportive, and even at the new job, everybody is just high-fiving you whenever you achieve an accomplishment and everything. So it was huge. It was huge.
Yeah, you got into a great environment there.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
You may have had a great bunch of folks at the state to work with, but you can't beat Blinds. They're great.
That's right.
It's a very encouraging environment. Very cool. Good. Congratulations. So
Thanks.
What do you tell people? You told them something really good a minute ago, that when you're 59 and a half, to quote your granddaughter, you can still do this, right?
Yes. A month from now, you're not going to be any better off than you are now unless you start doing something. And I have had quite a few people at work ask me, I've given out about 20 or 25 books. They'll say, so how did you do this? How did you do this? And I've been practicing these answers for 15 months now. The one word that I think covers everything is purpose. You do things on purpose. You do things for a purpose. Doing a budget is spending your money on purpose. Doing the baby steps and focusing, you're doing that on purpose. And I think I told somebody the other day, I said, my main things are start, don't stop.
You're special to God. You're special to your mom and dad, hopefully. But really, at the end of the day, the rest of us, we don't think you're special. We don't really care what you think. 2 generations ago, no one would have thought blogging would not have worked. Blogging has the presupposition that someone cares what you think. Now, we've got blogs here, and so we have the presupposition that someone cares what we think. And in some cases, that's true. Since 2 million people follow us on Facebook, I guess there's some basis in that idea that it might be factual, that somebody did care what we thought about some things. Some people don't care what I think about other things, and that's fine. You can kind of call that a Dixie Chicks moment if you want. There's some things you don't care about what so-and-so thinks. And some of you think that about me, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. But you got to think in terms of the information on the internet is being provided by people who think they're special and aren't, by and large. And if you're going to those websites and you're reading over and over and over how the world is coming to an end, how the economy is going to crash, how the stock market is not trustworthy, how the market, in quotes, is always an evil item. Corporate America, in quotes, is always an evil item. Yet most of you work for one and they give you money to feed your family. You're listening to corporate America. My company is a corporation. We're not a huge corporation, but we're a corporation. And there's small corporations that are jerks and large corporations that are jerks because there are people that are jerks. And sometimes people aren't jerks. And they are trustworthy and do have integrity. So to classify the stock market or Wall Street or corporate America as 100% evil indicates your ignorance. Your lack of understanding how the world really works and what those things you're talking about really are. You're saying that everyone that works at Walmart or Home Depot or McDonald's or Coca-Cola don't have integrity because their stock is sold on the stock market, a stock exchange, where you exchange stocks. There's nothing inherently evil about any of this. Are there a few jerks involved in the pile? Oh, you can bet on it. But this idea that everything's going to go bad because there's no integrity, because the market and corporate America and, quote, the economy, I don't trust, Man, that's a bad vibe out there, folks, and we got to work on that one. We got to believe again. With all the recent data
from the
lead, Target, eBay, AOL, and Michaels, over 200 million people have had their identities stolen. And I've had a ton of calls asking me why I only endorse Xander's ID theft plan. Well, it's pretty simple. They're the only ones that actually tell you the truth about identity theft. Bottom line, you can't prevent it. Thanks to all these breaches, thieves now have information so they can steal money from our bank accounts, get a job in our name, obtain medical care, get a driver's license, even apply for our tax refunds. That's why credit monitoring and prevention plans are just a waste of money, because they don't protect against these risks. Xander is the only plan that covers all types of ID theft. It takes over all the work, even protects your bank account if it gets hacked. Go to XanderInsurance.com or call 800-356-4282. For under $7 a month, it's just a smarter way to protect yourself. That's XanderInsurance.com or 800-356-4282.
This is KCAA.
Wet n Wild Palm Springs is the one where you get big water park fun barefooting. In the sun barefooting. Flow rider barefooting, Wet n Wild barefooting. Bring your friends and stay all day. Wet n Wild is your place to play barefooting.
Yeah, you gotta get barefooting this summer at Wet n Wild. Dive into all the thrills, all the action, all the fun. Take on awesome slides and rides. There's big fun for kids and much more. This summer, we have extended hours, dive-in movies every Friday, and everyone gets free tubes. Plus, save $7 on admission when you buy online or grab discount coupons at area Jack in the Box restaurants. For your best summer ever, it's Wet n Wild.
Slipping, sliding, barefooting, getting soaked barefooting, Wet n Wild barefooting.
Wet n Wild.
Barefooting, Wet n Wild barefooting.
Wet n Wild. Park open daily.
Like to spend a few days in another world? Then write this down. Golden Bear Cottages, Big Bear Lake. Now, listen, this is not some corporate-owned operation. It's family-owned and operated by some real nice people. Unique? Oh, you bet. Golden Bear Cottages features 28 one-of-a-kind cabins on a 5-acre historic site. Great for families, couples, and groups. And cabins are available with 1 to 7 bedrooms. Golden Bear Cottages is just a stone's throw from Big Bear Lake and super close to 3 great ski areas. Now, I could go on all day about Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear, but to see everything, just go to goldenbear.net. Again, goldenbear.net. Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear. Clean, comfortable, and affordable. Check them out. goldenbear.net.
Here's a look at the KCAA community calendar. You can win tickets to the Junior University Musical Theater presentation of The Jungle Book. Just listen to KCAA all day long and get ready to win. Are you looking for adventurous entertainment for the whole family? Then join Junior University for a musical theater experience that is unmatched under the stars at Roosevelt Bowl in Paris Hill Park. This year, it's Mugwai and the Adventures in the Heart of the Jungle as Junior University presents William R. Dixon's adaptation of The Jungle Book. Show dates are July 17th through August 1st. Starting time is 8:15 p.m. General admission is just $10 for adults, and children 12 years old and younger are just $5. 2 parents and all their children under 18 years can purchase a family ticket at the box office for just $25, and you can save 20% on a family ticket if you print it out at home by going to junioruniversity.org. Listen to KCAA and win tickets to The Jungle Book. And that's a look at the KCAA community calendar. I'm Mark Westwood.
Thank you for joining us, America. If you haven't heard, we've launched a new Christian talk radio show. Chris Brown, one of our Ramsey personalities, Pastor Chris Brown, is speaking all across America, teaching our stuff in churches everywhere. And he has started a Christian radio show called Chris Brown's True Stewardship. Our team launched this with Chris about 2 weeks ago now. I think it's 2 weeks ago today, or 3 weeks ago today, in 20 cities. And you can find the 20 cities, when the show airs, what time it airs, where it airs, all that kind of stuff at stewardship.com. You can also find out about the podcast, which is completely free. It's 30 minutes every day. I listened to today's podcast this morning while I was working out. I love this show. He is doing a great job. So learn what the Bible says about money. 30 minutes every day. Chris Brown's True Stewardship. Learn more about that and anything else you want to learn about that subject matter at stewardship.com. Tracy's with us in Kansas City. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
It's wonderful to talk to you.
You too.
I am debt-free, and I have my emergency fund. I've got my retirement going. I've got ESA for the kids. I recently sold my home a couple of years ago to relocate. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know where I wanted to live or buy, and so I started renting. And so I have some extra cash sitting in the bank. Mm-hmm. And so I'm currently paying rent, but I love where I'm renting, mm-hmm. and I don't want to move.
Okay.
And so I want to know what I can do with this extra cash. And with a series of circumstances, I ended up starting to look for other homes, and because of my adult children, and
what does that mean?
Possibly offering them. I had a kid that was looking for a place to live, and she wanted me to co-sign, and I said no, but I'd be happy to buy a place, and you rent from me.
No.
Well, then things weren't going well with her, but I still kind of got on this mindset of, that wouldn't be a bad investment for me mm-hmm. to use that cash that's sitting in the bank.
How much cash is in the bank?
It's about $22,000.
Okay. You're going to buy a $22,000 rental property?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's $70,000.
Oh, you found one.
I found one.
Have you contracted for it?
And there's already a renter there. I'm sorry?
Have you contracted to buy it?
No. Okay. I've been in discussions with the real estate agent and the seller, and there's already a renter. Mm-hmm. She wants to stay.
Yeah.
And
mm-hmm. Why are they selling it?
I don't know. I think they're like a home flipper.
Yeah. You might find out why they're selling it once the renter doesn't pay. The one that wants to stay. Yeah. So, what's your household income?
About 50.
Okay. All right. And how old are you?
I'm 45.
So, where you want to be living when you're 65?
Actually, I'd like to be living here. I am living in a townhouse. Mm-hmm. And it's like a duplex. Mm-hmm. And what my long-term goal is to buy the entire building mm-hmm. and stay on this side and rent the other side. Mm-hmm. But my short-term goal is that I have a almost 4-year-old, and I still have daycare to think about for the next couple of years. And so I'm just, I don't want that money that's sitting in the bank to trickle away, because mm-hmm. I could easily just use it for daycare.
I don't want it to trickle. I don't want it to trickle away. I don't want it sitting in the bank. I want you to put it somewhere where you keep your hands off of it. I just don't think this rental is part of your long-term plan. I think you're going to buy a home sometime mm-hmm. in the fairly near future. Like by that I mean 5 years or so. And mm-hmm. if you're stuck in this other rental and have had a series of bad experiences while you're there, that's not how I want you to do that. I'm nervous about that. I am nervous about the money trickling away. I don't want that to happen either. And I don't like the fact that it's not earning anything. But if I woke up in your shoes, or if my little sister, who's about your age, called me and asked me the exact same question, I would tell her to probably set that in just an S&P 500 mutual fund, no load, and let it sit there until you get ready to buy. I don't think you need renters in your life right now. You're a renter. And I don't, I just don't think it's a good short-term investment. By short-term, I mean under 10 years in this case.
Right.
And I think it is a under 10-year investment, because I think you're going to need that money to do your other deal, which is your real dream, mm-hmm. your real goal. How long have you been in the place mm-hmm. you're in?
2 years.
And what got you there? What made you move there?
My family lives here. I hated my job where I was living, mm-hmm. and my family had decided to move to Kansas City area. So I started looking for some places and found a job here, and absolutely love my job and love where I'm living. And So I'm very happy here, but financially it has been a burden to move.
Oh, yeah.
I had everything set up where I was, but but I was miserable.
Gotcha.
And now I'm happy, but I have no money.
Okay. Let me do this. Let's put you through Financial Peace University. Have you been through?
Well, I've been through it.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right. How long ago?
It was about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. Swing back through. Gets free once you're a member. You're a member, right? Swing back through
I am.
because it'll give you an update with your current life situation having changed so much. And jump onto everydollar.com and make sure you're living that monthly budget to keep things under control. Move the money where you can't get your hands on it easy. Get it in a CD at a minimum. Get it in a mutual fund, something like I'm talking about. And I personally would not buy a rental. No, I would not. I don't think that's wise. I think there's a lot of stuff in flux in your life, a lot of things moving around, and that money's gonna be really trapped in that piece of real estate. I love real estate, but real estate is not a short-term play. Unless you want to be a flipper, and you don't need to be a flipper for sure. So making $50,000 a year, would I put $22,000 down on a $70,000 rental in your situation with as much movement as you've had in your life and probably will have in the coming 5 years? No, I would not. I would not. Thanks for the call. Eric's with us in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. Doing good.
Good. How can I help?
You described me right before the last break.
Okay.
Just before you went off the break, you described me 48 and not cute.
Ah, there we go. Okay,
Hey.
cool. Well, I just want to make sure I covered my whole market.
Yeah.
What's up?
I said, hey, he's predicting what's coming up. Hey, anyway, I've got pension decisions to make and in the near, within the next few years. And I got survivor benefit. So I got a guy that's, first of all, he says, you don't understand these. You don't understand universal life on our pension practices. So I shouldn't try to talk me into a universal life policy. I'm not convinced I need to go universal life. I don't have. We don't have much of anything set aside, but the pension would be $48,000 with a zero survivor. So with the survivor benefits, essentially you're buying a life insurance policy through the state.
You got it.
So the 100% survivors, $40,000.
Yeah.
So that's $8,000 difference. So he's wanting me to buy a universal life and invest, basically the blanket inside the blanket kind of a thing you're talking about. So you get to keep the money and have a $600,000 policy, and you get to pass the money to your kids. There's nothing to pass on. If I die, my wife dies, the state keeps the money. My question is, what do I do with that $8,000 difference? Do I go with the survivor benefit? I mean, I'm going to pay the $8,000 out one way or the other. Where do I pay it into? What would you recommend?
You put most of it in investments, and you buy some term insurance until the investments are large enough to take care of her.
Yeah. Well, I've got term till I'm 56.
Okay. If you need to beef it up,
you need to beef it up, I got 8 more years.
Okay. You probably need to beef it up. Probably need to beef it up by another 15 or so years, and so that she's okay. And, if you bought like $400,000, $500,000 more that lasts way out there to age 70, then she's okay. She's taken care of. You've replaced the lost survivor benefit that you're not going to take. And then you're going to invest the other $8,000. You're going to invest a lot more than that because you haven't saved anything. You need to get in the savings mode, dude. Big time. Time to do some catch-up. But that $8,000 goes into that. It definitely doesn't go into a piece of crap Universal. And let me just tell you, I understand Universal Life inside and out. That's an insurance salesman you're talking to, not an investment broker. He doesn't know what the flip he's doing. And so stay away from him. Yeah, buy some simple term insurance to backfill until you've built your nest egg enough to cover for your wife in the event of your death before there's enough money. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com is the future of online selling. You can use Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. Plus,
you're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Tom Busby, CNBC Radio. They say the rich keep getting richer, but what about the rest of us? With wage growth for most U.S. workers stagnant since the Great Recession, there's some good news coming for a lot of people, especially people like managers at fast food